Hello everybody, we're back again here. We're going to do a onboard charger for a Polestar 2 today. To work on any electric vehicle, you're going to need to de-energize the vehicle. I'm going to show you how to de-energize a Polestar 2 to start off. Come to the back of the vehicle here and remove this. After removing this, I want you to lay down the seat here. I now want you to remove this cover here. After pulling the left panel apart here in the rear of the trunk, you're going to want to come over here and you want to come to this area, and if you see this is called a T-cam battery. You're going to want to remove this T-cam battery right here. To remove the T-cam battery, you're going to want to stick a screwdriver in here and release the clip. Here's the T-cam battery. I want you to remove the plug there. I want you to remove the T-cam battery here and lay it on the side. I next want you to come over to the hood here, and I want you to remove the covers here, like so, to expose the battery here. And I want you to come around and take the negative side off the battery, 10mm. Remove the battery terminal and move it to the side. I then want you to come to the rear passenger seat of the vehicle. On the floorboard here, you're going to have a cover. So underneath this cover here, you have something called an MSD, which is a manual shutdown for the high voltage system. Pull this out, and the high voltage system is disconnected. With the MSD released here and pulled out, I have a special cap that I stick on just to make sure that there's no high voltage being exposed. After removing the covers, it'll expose your high voltage cables and the onboard charger underneath and the inverter. Next, we're going to remove the high voltage cable. We're going to remove this 8mm bolt, this 8mm bolt, and this 8mm bolt. You're going to want to disconnect the high voltage plug and stick it to the side. Next, we're going to remove this high voltage cable here, and this clip that holds the wires there. Remove the cable and move it to the side here. Next, we're going to remove these two high voltage plugs and these zip ties here that turn around and hold it together. And just remove them and put them on the side over here. Same thing with this one. Just move it and put it to the side over here. Next, we're going to remove the data cable, and we're going to remove the 10mm bolt here for the ground wire. After removing the ground wire, turn around and just stick it to the side like so, and the same with the data cable. Just put it down here to the side. Next, we're going to take the positive cable, we're going to open this little door here, and we're going to take this 10mm nut off here. After removing this positive wire, I recommend to close the door to keep it safe, and to turn around and tuck it under here out of the way. Next, we're going to turn around and remove the three-phase cables. Take these 4 T20s out, and then behind here there's 2 on each cable. Take all 6 bolts out of the cables, and then also you have a T30 here and a T30 here to remove the cables. After removing the cover on the inverter here and the bolts to hold the three-phase cables down, I want you to take out 1, 2, 3 T25 bolts here. Now that the 3 T25s are out, your cables should be able to move, and we recommend just pulling on them and working them out like so, and put them to the side. It is now time to remove the 1, 2 coolant hoses. I recommend to use these plugs that I bought here so that coolant doesn't go everywhere. After removing the coolant lines, make sure to cap them off, and we're going to move to the next step. There's 4 bolts that hold down the inverter. They're 8 millimeters. One 8 millimeter here, one 8 millimeter here, one 8 millimeter here in the back, and then also one 8 millimeter down here. After disconnecting everything off the inverter, it's time to remove the inverter. After removing the inverter, we have exposed the onboard charger here. Now it's time to remove the onboard charger. I want you to remove this 8 millimeter bolt and this 8 millimeter bolt. You have 2 clips on the onboard charger bracket here. You have one here that I want you to take off, and then one here I want you to take off. Next, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 8 millimeter bolts I want you to remove. Next, I want you to remove this bracket and pull it out and turn around and put it to the side somewhere. I now want you to come over to the onboard charger and remove this plug, the high voltage plugs, and move them to the side. After removing the plugs, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 8 millimeter bolts I want you to pull out. After removing those 4 bolts, I want you to take this hose clamp off and remove this hose. After removing that hose and hose clamp, the onboard charger can now be removed. Here's the new charger that we're going to install. I now want you to install the charger and then reinstall all the pieces the same way we took it apart. And when after everything is reinstalled, we'll move to the next step. Now we have all the hardware installed, we're going to have to program the new onboard charger. Now that the onboard charger is programmed, I recommend you check the charging system and test drive the vehicle. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe.